Yo, what's up guys? Kevin here. In this video, I want to give you guys an update on my snowboard gear list. I think it's been 3 or 4 months since my last gear video, and just want to give you guys an update on some of my new gear, some of my gear that I'm still using that I like, and some of the gear that I'm using that I don't like. So I'm going to go over that right now for you guys, starting with I picked up a new lens for my Oakley line miner goggles. I got the high pink. Over the last few months, I've been snowboarding in Whistler and Japan, and we've just been getting storm after storm, bringing snow, which has been amazing, but it's also made it very difficult to see. And I've noticed that a lot of people have the high pink lens, and I thought I would give it a try. I have worn it one day, actually today, and it was amazing. Just brightened everything up. And I think the high pink is just gonna allow me to see much better through stormy conditions. So yeah, stoked on this lens and still really happy with the line miners. Another new thing I picked up was the Volcom Jacket. I was in Japan snowboarding, and same kind of story with the dark and stormy conditions. My other jacket, the Volcom Stone Jacket, which is a kind of a darker blue, wasn't really standing out. And when you're riding through stormy conditions with friends, you want to be wearing a bright color. So I picked up this jacket. It's pretty bright, stands out quite a bit, and I think it's just going to be much better for riding in powder, riding through storms, and riding with friends, being able to find each other. The Volcom Jacket, it's Gore-Tex, so it's going to keep me dry, and it's also very light and easy to move in, which are the things I look for most in a jacket. So far, I've been absolutely loving this jacket. I like that it stands out. I like the feel, the comfort, and yeah, you just feel really good snowboarding in this jacket. So far, absolutely loving the Volcom Jacket. I also picked up some Volcom Mitts. These are the Volcom Nile mitt. I think they're a pretty basic mitt. They just do everything pretty well. Nothing fancy. They're not super warm. I find that my hands don't get that cold, so they're just sort of like a medium weight mitt, and they've got this soft thumb for wiping off your goggles or a camera lens. The one drawback to these mitts is that they didn't come with a wrist strap, and I actually had to attach this myself, which I didn't notice at the time, but it was an easy fix. But definitely, if you're getting mitts, get the ones with the wrist straps. If you're taking your mitts off dozens of times a day on the chairlift, you don't want to accidentally drop one of these. I'm not sure why these didn't come with the wrist strap, but yeah, it's pretty easy to attach your own. So one thing that you guys have probably noticed since the last gear video is I picked up the Libtech Orca. This board is super special. I like my other boards, they're great, but this one is on a whole new level. The magnet traction gives you so much grip and stability on the groomers. The wider shape of this board just allows you to float so easy through the powder. And then the camber zones under your feet just give you so much pop for getting into the air, but then also so much stability for landing drops. So this has been definitely my favorite board of the season. It's a board that's extremely difficult to get at the moment. I think it's sold out at most places, but if you can try to get your hands on one, it's a pretty cool board. All right, so that is some of my new gear. I'm still riding most of the gear from my last gear list video. The BlackStrat Balaclava, this one is one of my favorite pieces because of the hinge that separates the upper half from the lower. I don't know if you guys noticed, but sometimes on a balaclava, it really is way too tight around your jaw and your chin, and this one isn't. It just fits comfortably, and yeah, it's my favorite balaclava for sure. And I'm still wearing the WhiteSandBox Legend helmet. Haven't had a crash yet where I've hit my head, so it hasn't taken any impacts. Hopefully I won't need to use this helmet at all, but I'm gonna continue to wear it. I'm still riding the Capita DOA. Because of all the powder days this year, I haven't really had a chance to take this board out much, but I did ride it yesterday and today, and it was feeling really good in the park. So looking forward to just testing and riding this board more in the park, and also with the Union Force bindings. These bindings are pretty solid. I'm not super impressed with the heel strap. I think they're a little bit too thick for me, so I may swap those out for a different heel strap. But overall, really liking this setup for the park. So that's some of the gear I'm still riding. And now next, some of the gear that I've been having some issues with. So the first piece of gear that I've had some issues with are the 32 Team 2 boots. These boots have really been killing my feet this season. The liner, for whatever reason, it just pinches my Achilles so much, and it's just been causing me so much pain. What I've done is I've swapped the liners from my 32 lashed and put them into the Team 2s, and I haven't had any issues since I've done that. I have ridden 32s Team 2s in the past and with no issues, but for some reason on this season's boot, it's been killing my feet. I've had other people wear it. They've had the same problem. If anyone out there has the same issue, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing. Some foot pain with the 32 Team 2s. All right, guys, and now for the biggest problem of them all. I picked up the Volcom Rowan bib back in the fall. And overall, it's a good bib. You know, it keeps you dry. It's comfortable to ride in. I like the bib feature. But there is one issue with these bibs that every single person that I've talked to who has these bibs has the exact same issue, and it's super common. Even in the comments, I've seen people posting about this issue. So it's not just me. It seems like it's dozens and dozens and maybe even hundreds of people, but it is almost impossible to go pee in these bibs. The easiest way to do it is to probably just take your jacket off, take the bibs off, because otherwise it's almost impossible to pee in these. And that's a major thing. If you're wearing bibs, you know, you need to have the ability to easily pee in them. And you really can't in these bibs. Everyone has the same problem with them. I don't know why the designer at Volcom made them like this, but I'm sure they've heard news in the offices about what's going on. But yeah, big problem with these bibs. I'm sorry to anyone who bought these bibs on my recommendation and is having the same problem. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on these bibs as well, guys. The Volcom Rowan bib. All right, guys, so that's it for my gear update. Some new gear, some of the gear I like and I'm still riding, and some issues I've been having. Let me know down in the comments about some of the gear that you guys have, the gear that you like, the gear that you don't like, issues, problems, and maybe even some of the stuff you're looking forward to coming out in the future. If you guys haven't yet, definitely hit the subscribe button. I'll also put a link to the snowboard gear playlist where there are dozens of videos on there with gear reviews and recommendations. Thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you're having fun out there riding, and we'll see you in the next one soon.